Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. COSLA, the body that reflects all the local authorities in Scotland, has demanded a £1.1 billion increase in funding. And it says it must come from a mixture of both central government funding put in and also the ability to raise council taxes by any amount they see fit. There should be no limits on council tax rises. Just let that one sink in. That would mean that regardless of what the rate of inflation would be, they could say, well, we think we'll have a 20% increase in council tax this year. Well, yeah, you could do, and there's nothing stopping you. Although any party that tried it would be out at the next election. It's horrific. It's a horrific, very, very left-wing, almost Marxist clampdown on taking money from the people to give to the public sector. It's an immense amount. I don't know if they'll get that through. But the local authorities are adamant that it's needed, and they've been approaching both Shona Robertson, who's responsible for these things, and John Swinney, who's ultimately the First Minister, to try and get this put in and have the law changed, because currently there is a law that limits their rises. But this organisation, COSLA, said that at the moment they're about £265 million in the hole. So they need an extra £265 million just to get to the 0 point. Plus, you've got to allow for inflation next year. Plus, they've got to allow for growth and expansion and to put back the cuts they've made in previous years in terms of services. They say for this, it's going to be, as I mentioned at the start, about £1.1 billion. There aren't enough people in Scotland to fund that, I don't think. 5 million people, that's a lot of money. Now, don't get me wrong, that's not £1.1 billion of council tax. That's a £1.1 billion increase on council tax. How the hell do they think that's going to be affordable? It clearly isn't. But that's not going to stop them, is it? These people live in strange places where normal people don't inhabit. And they seem to think that the public are an infinite supply of money. Well, they're not. And they can't ever be. And if they can't do the job for the money supplied, they need to stop doing the job. But that is just mental. Now, of course, the SNP will get some of that funded by central funding, but then they'll moan, oh, but look, we can't afford it because we've got this to do and that to do and something else to do, and it's all going to be based on independence. What are they going to cut? And how far do they need to go? But at the same time, don't forget, they're talking, and we've done the video on this, about a 22% increase in salary for councillors. They've got money for that. Weird, isn't it? Can't hire teachers, can't educate kids, can't fix the roads. But by God, they can give themselves a huge, monumental pay rise. Think about that next time you're voting. Thanks a lot. Bye.